boys are back.
I'm digging the new tunes.
It was a good tune, Bishop. Bishop, the super producer here, giving us a new little lead in. Thanks to Bishop. Watercraft Network Wednesday.
Been a rough week.
Tough week.
Tough week.
Tough time since we last saw you. May or may not have seen it on social media.
I know it's been all over our page.
Friend of ours passed away.
Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah,
Incredibly
at work.
unexpected. Just really, really a tough thing. Everybody, obviously has dealt with loss. This one really was completely unexpected and really caught us off guard and rattled our cages here at Watercraft Network. And we just want to say a lot of love going out to Frank. Great. It's funny how, with all the negativity and drama on social media and within the personal watercraft community and other motorsports communities, how when something happens, people's, real true colors shine through.
And they rally together for when you get into times like this.
It's unbelievable, got to give Scott a huge shout out for donating that blaster.
Excuse me, allergies since
Yes.
I just got done mowing the lawn. But Jetfest, we've been kind of getting a little lax on Jetfest.
Well, I think we've been throttling back because of, it's funny with Jetfest. What got me thinking was it's really a good thing that we're not vindictive people because, the narrative that some of the haters created, we could have easily dropped a dime with DOT on those guys and pulled the same bullshit that they pulled on us.
Yeah.
But we're not vindictive people, and I think that's really, a good thing. And you're right, we've throttled back a lot, and we're going to go back to grassroots, a real.
But this, I mean, I hate to say it, but this has given us a whole new meaning to get back into full-blown Jetfest.
Yeah, I think
It really is because we've done a lot. When John Dady passed away,
Yep.
we went balls out.
Oh yeah,
It was out of control.
Holy shit!
What was it? 5 jet skis or
Yeah,
something like that we gave away.
For those that don't know,
Yep.
John Dady, owner and operator, founder of Blosian. Blosian, one of the premier, stand-up personal watercraft aftermarket companies, really in the world.
Yeah. But I mean, we went to town.
Raffled off 5 personal watercraft for John. Sent his,
Dude, we were busy.
I think we sent his kids $6 or $7 grand. I mean, it was a lot of money that we were able to generate for them, along with donating locally to the local entities.
We had some others that we took care of, but like I said, this gives us a whole different meaning to because Frank was at Jetfest
Every year,
Frank went to Cow Shit Cabin.
Boys Weekend.
He's done September Ride.
Yep.
He's come up here during he loved the Sacandaga.
Loved it.
Oh, he
And-
was here off season.
Yep.
And he had already made plans to come here this season, like what, 3 or 4 times, I think it was.
Yep.
Multiple
Yep.
times.
He loved this area, even though he's from Massachusetts. As much as we busted Frank's balls on a regular basis, I mean,
We all did. That's just what we did.
But that's what we do.
We have so many stories that we can't even talk about.
We can't Roku those stories at all. But
Between
God.
all of the good times.
It's funny because I was talking
Go
to
ahead.
Frank's girl Nikki today, and she's like, yeah, I'm really excited to come up and hear some Frank stories, and I said,
No, you're not.
oh, we
No,
have
you
some
don't.
doozies, let me tell you. And she goes, she said to me, she goes, Frank always talked about the campground, and I said, let me just tell you quickly, the last time we were at the campground for an event, it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when we decided. Remember, we decided to walk to the other end of the campground to Frank's.
That was
And Matt has video of you.
yeah.
I mean, it was bad. It was bad. But it was after a day of riding. We were sitting around the fire. Nobody's driving. We're having a couple drinks. It was just so much fun. We had a great time. And Frank was always a part of those. Like you said, Cow Shit Cabin, or when we rented the house in the Berkshires. Or
Yeah.
the September rides that we do for years. It's just an incredible loss. And it's tough when you lose someone unexpectedly and you just don't. There was just no. It doesn't make sense. There's no.
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 You can't logically rationalize how or
Well,
why.
like we've talked many times, even though we've had our bickering and issues with certain shit, and then yet you don't realize the next day isn't guaranteed.
So
and
true.
You just wasted
Mhm.
X amount of days being
Over-
pissed off at each other
yeah.
for what?
And
Over
a lot of
chicken.
it is over nothing.
Chicken
Who-
shit stuff.
And who cares? At the end of the day, who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it's funny because the people who have reached out. I mean, there's really been an
Oh my god,
outpouring,
our inbox has been going insane.
just an outpouring of support, and it's really nice to see, that people really recognize that.
Frank's family's coming out.
Oh, it's going
There's
to be
a
huge. I
whole
mean, they're already
host of 'em
renting
coming.
renting homes. I mean,
Yep. So it'd
Yeah.
be nice to meet them.
be fantastic. It'll
But why don't we give I mean, literally, this has all transpired. I think it was Wednesday of Frank's
within less than a
passing.
week. Yeah.
So it's literally in less than a week. We've been working with James Chevrolet, which is up in
Yep.
Johnstown.
Yep.
I believe it's not the little truck anymore, but it's now a little SUV. It's a Jeep. What type of Jeep? What model Jeep? I don't
All's-
know.
All
But
that matters
they-
is it going to pose some skis.
Exactly. And their big thing is they want to make sure that it passes New York State
Inspection.
vehicle inspection.
Yep.
As long as it passes inspection, it's ours. Scott Farino, I can't believe what he has done.
Incredibly generous.
Donated a blaster. So-
Absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And to
Now
touch on
he has a couple companies himself out of Amsterdam. He does his
Mhm.
windows
yeah,
on the spot windows. I forget what that company's called.
Craftsman.
Craftsman Auto
Winch-
Glass.
or Auto Glass.
And then he has the
Cra-
detail.
Craftsman Auto Detailing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not only is this dude working 7 days a week,
Oh,
got- you know,
Scott,
he's-
hardworking guy.
you know, he
Self-made
just
guy.
gives away a blaster.
He's just a little younger than Frank was.
It's unbelievable, and it's funny because I had that conversation with Scott, and
Good
he
guy.
initially was gonna. He has a couple of machines that he was gonna flip during these COVID prices, and I said to him, "Well, dude, I don't mean to put you on the spot. We just want to do something for Frankie." And he goes, man, he goes, the more I think about it, my life has benefited so much from the people that I've met within the personal watercraft community, Frank included. Take this. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make. And he's like, no. I really want this to go to that cause. So he's really giving us a blaster that needs minimal stuff other than, a motor and an exhaust system and another act.
Rich, let's just finish this.
Yeah, and another act of just incredible kindness. Wayne from Wetworks, everyone knows that aftermarket exhaust systems are through the roof right now. Whether
God.
if you're looking at
It's
two-stroke
like
water,
looking for lumber.
yeah,
Right.
any two-stroke watercraft, whether it's a Kawasaki wet pipe or a dry pipe for a blaster or any exhaust system, Riva Protect, factory pipe through the roof.
Forget it.
TNT and Ninjas, you can't even touch them. I mean, they're just stupid money. And Wayne donates a complete Kaufman exhaust system. And just, I mean, so we're going to have a really nice wet piped 701 Yamaha wave
Wasn't there
blaster.
somebody in the message? Weeks?
John Weeks.
John Weeks.
Oh, so many people. I can't. That's a great point. The Weeks brothers out of New Hampshire. That they're the wet bike guys on social media. Lakeside. Chris Zimmerman calls me out of the blue and says, "Hey, man, I have parts. If you want a Protect ported cylinder, you have to run a ton of compression." I'm like, dude, we got to do a stock motor. I mean, so many people. It's just Mike Bills. Saying, "Hey, I have a press. I have a bearing separator. If you need, I'll do the crank for you."
All right.
So many people.
But we also had a motor donated.
Yeah,
By-
by us, by the boys. Well, it's
Okay.
ours, really. It's not just mine. It's Watercraft Networks. The boys wanted to do something.
Not only do we're going to have some type of vehicle, we're going to have a blaster. We're going to have that little 440.
And that was a nice gesture by you. That little 440 that you got, for just for doing some work. I mean,
Very
to-
short.
To throw that into the mix.
So we're going to have 3, at least
Major
as of
items.
right now, we're going to have 3. So If you've never
Yeah.
been to Jet Fest, come.
But
If-
I mean, we haven't even worked out the details,
And we have
on-
this.
and we have this. Like,
Well, one of the big details, and one of the reasons why we're doing this, and we've excuse me, dedicated this to Frank, is Frank left a 9-year-old daughter.
that's right.
Okay,
She's a
So-
sweetheart too.
I have probably 20 years experience in dealing with a special needs trust. So I got a hold of my guy, and the money is going to be going to Addie. So, and this just happened today. So when I first started talking to these guys, and I was dealing with Glenn Foster,
Mm-hmm.
and then Frank's dad today,
Nikki,
Nikki,
Frank's girlfriend.
Frank's
Nikki.
girlfriend. I was talking to the company is Janie Montgomery Scott. It's a nationwide company.
Yep.
They have regional offices. One is based here in Albany. I've been dealing with it for 20 years, and I was dealing with my main guy, Scott Wilson's assistant. So when Debbie finds out that he's like, "You guys have been putting on a charity event for 13 years, and you haven't said anything," she was pissed at me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, "What are you talking about?" So she goes, "We would have donated." So all of these years, they would have been donating.
And the crazy part is, all you did was reached out,
Mhm.
and that's really what it takes.
So,
Yeah,
Passion.
but in all fair, he's kind of understating what he did. I mean, here Frank's family is in a position where they don't know. I mean, it would cost them a lot of money in legal fees and financial advisor fees to create and set up a trust. And fortunately for us, Jody has a decades of experience in that realm. So
Yep.
he volunteered to help Glenn Foster set up a trust, and Foster will be the executive of so the Glenn will really be the gatekeeper of the money. And what's happened now is Frank's family is struggling not just with the emotional component, but with the complexities of establishing a trust for Frank's 9-year-old daughter. And the wheels are already turning because he's
Yeah.
and so they're going to piggyback on what Jody's establishing. And I think it's incredible that how people are so the folks that you've been dealing with for 20 years don't know Frank from a hole in the wall, but because of the relationship you have with them, they're going to donate personally, and the business is going to donate. So
Scott hit me with that today. He goes,
Yeah.
"I will physically write you a check
it's
personally."
incredibly gracious,
And then, and like you said, he doesn't know Frank. He
No.
hasn't got a clue who Frank is.
incredibly gracious.
But it's like, if you guys if this is meaningful to you,
That's right.
I'm in.
No, I agree.
And-
I think
and-
it's great.
And the company themselves, Janie Montgomery Scott, is going to donate.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So if you
I
start,
really think if we can push this marketably, like I've talked to you about before, we're gonna do some more marketing, like deeper.
yeah,
So we'll start boosting some posts, get the local people involved, get them there, and let them know there's this huge raffle gonna
Well,
happen.
oh yeah,
And the
And
other
it's
thing
going-
is
it's
is
going
that
to a heart-
community that's up in that area is
Dude.
very gracious, and they're very generous.
How many events have we been to, whether it's a bikers event, a freaking
Snowmobile.
snowmobile is, dude, those guys up there for being a bunch of rednecks push out a lot of money when their hearts are open.
They're
Like when
fair-
it's
they're-
serious
they're-
like that,
And their hearts are always open.
they're no joke.
No, they're amazing people, and we're so fortunate to have a great relationship with them. Through our
We got good all the law enforcement. We've got Teresa, and
the other safety
we
advocacy
got-
groups.
everybody that to back us up.
It's just it's absolutely amazing. I mean, like you said, in a short period of time, less than a week, things have come together so quickly, and it's really nice because, I mean, a 9-year-old daughter, I mean, a 9-year-old child. I think the real
So here's the question for you. So let's just say somebody wants to donate. How is that going to be able to be offered?
I talked with Scott about this today.
Okay.
Depending on what goes on at the event, Scott is going to write Watercraft Network a check.
Okay.
The company is going to write Watercraft Network a check. In turn, Watercraft Network at the end of September 11th, by the way, which is when Jeff S is going to be, we're going to write the check to Addie's account,
Okay.
and it will be officially open.
Open. Okay.
And this will be the second account. Now, the count that Frank's dad is trying to do, so in lieu of flowers or memorial at his service, they're requesting that you donate to Addie's cause. So that will be, once they have Frank's services, that account will be set up. And I'm in the process now of dealing with Frank's dad to.
Do we know when his services are? I haven't heard anything.
Well, we
so-
know that that next Thursday there's something that's hasn't been released publicly because they want to do a private ceremony for family and close friends in there, and obviously we won't be able to be there. You know, we're all working next Thursday, but they're going to do a celebration of life ceremony sometime this summer, whether it's June or July. And I think what's really going to happen is they're kind of going to migrate towards Jet Fest as a real tribute to Frank. You know, I mean, they're renting multiple houses in the area already. I mean, I've been in contact with his sister, his cousin, who's like his sister. You know, Jody and I were talking to Nikki, Frank's the love of his life. I mean, who's just absolutely devastated. A lot of love going out to Nick. You know, our hearts go out to her, and you know, we have regular communication with her, and you know, we're looking forward to seeing her this summer. I think Foster's going to be up in the month of June for that little boat run they do.
Mhm.
Yeah,
the
Rippers,
tiny
the Bay
boats.
Rippers.
Yeah, and I think Nikki may come with them then, so we'll have an opportunity to see them in June, spend some time with them. But you know, things have just come together so quickly, and we can't. There's no way to thank everybody who's reached out. You know, I mean, there's so many people it can't even remember, and it's just
Well, this is going to be like Jet Fest of the past.
Yeah.
Or in previous years where, you know, we're looking for not just come and open your wallet, but we need some donations. I mean, we've had that raffle table filled,
stacked.
okay, to the point where I've literally sold the shirt off my back.
And I think we'll do well.
Yeah.
You know, I think you know a lot of the folks that
You
we've
know,
dealt with for years.
I think we'll talk offline a little bit more, but I'd like to do a memorial T-shirt and sell those,
Mhm.
and then take that money and put it into Addie's
Oh,
account
it's
too.
just like what we did for John Dady.
So, yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah.
And I think that we'll see. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
more
we'll
because
do
Watercraft
some stuff.
Network,
I mean,
you know,
Anybody that's in the industry, if you're
Yeah.
interested in, and it's again, it's late in the season. You
We
know,
know.
a lot of budgets have already been,
Max.
yeah,
maxed.
we get it.
but if you can donate anything to put on that raffle table, trust us, we're gonna earn
Yeah,
that little girl some money.
Yeah,
Look,
it'll be
and I'll make sure that the marketing perspective of it is used and abused. And so if you donate, I'm gonna make sure you are
you
on
get
a poster.
You get the bang for your buck.
Right. Just it's important. It's not only important to us, but it's important to the
And
Mass family.
I think that's the real thing. You know, I mean, look, generating a good chunk of money for a 9-year-old and putting it into a trust and watching it, be able to grow, that's a fantastic thing. But I think the real value is, her at the age of 18 realizing that there was a group of strangers who had a connection to her dad and wanted to do something. And I think, secondly,
well,
for the
she's been to the events with us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Literally
as a little
right
kid,
next
as
to
a
it.
little baby,
As a little
toddler,
one.
yeah.
Right.
And I think, secondly, it's a great thing for the family. I think you can sense it in talking to them. How appreciative they are that, we had that connection and friendship, and we're doing something to recognize and memorialize. I think that's a huge healing component for the family because, like I said, they're in both feet. They jumped right in. I mean, there are, I was going back and forth with his cousin. She originally wanted to rent a home in Hadley. And I said, no, it's just
Too
you're
far.
20
It's
minutes
too
away.
far. Yep.
I mean, so now they're right in Mayfield, but Nikki found a house right by the golf course. So, and we apologize. We know we're talking a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but this is really raw for us. And like we said, happened less than a week ago. A member of the community suddenly passed, completely unexpected. A guy who was always in the gym in really good physical condition, and we just, life is so precious, and all of the little bullshit that goes on in life really doesn't matter.
We should reach out because it was the second year of that Can-Am event,
Yeah,
and Frank.
it was the first year, the
Second
first
year.
official year that they
Yeah,
really did.
but it
anything.
was the second one that Craig Witt did.
Yeah, hey, but I mean,
You know something? And he was there. Frank was there.
Right. Oh, that's when PK called him tight pants.
That's
Remember?
it.
Yeah.
And we were at Craig's house.
Oh, it's so funny. You got to hear this quickly. We go up to this upper Niagara River ride on the upper part of the Niagara. We ride and we have a great time. And that's when Frank's girl at the time started heading towards the falls.
Mm-hmm.
But we're done with the ride and it's all over. And we go and we have dinner with a bunch of these guys. Cameron, who is Craig's buddy, a bunch of these. Have a nice dinner. We just met PK, and we're standing out. And there's a CBS Sports truck in the parking lot,
Marriott parking lot
of the Marriott, and we all posed in front of it and sent a picture to AJ because Pro Watercross was doing that deal with, and we're standing there, and PK goes to Frank. He goes, "Hey man, why are your shorts so tight?" And I just started laughing. I mean, it was just so funny that he was calling them tight shorts for the rest of the day.
It was
It's fantastic. But hey, look, if you want to reach out to those guys, I mean, look, I think it's a great time to kind of bury the hatchet with a lot of people. I mean, it's not worth it. It's really made me realize that
life's too short.
well, the trivial nonsense that you get upset about with people over, it doesn't matter. And like I said, I mean, say what you want about us, but I mean, we've never been vindictive. When they did the whole sank the crash reaper, got drunk, we could have easily responded by calling DOT and never did.
Nope.
Never did. And we have I mean, tomorrow, here's another one. Watercraft Network works so closely with law enforcement. Tomorrow, I'm going to go up and be with the 5 law enforcement agencies as the Sober Boater campaign kicks off tomorrow with a press conference with law enforcement. Monday night, all of us, Monday and Tuesday, will be at a safe boater course that we're conducting on behalf of Safe Lake Initiative that we're part of. So,
and then next
Thursday of next week, there's a major law enforcement exercise. 5 agencies doing a mock crash and drowning exercise. So,
I think Bishop's getting ready to fall over.
yeah, I think he almost took a header. But our point is, now as the season starts to really kick off,
Do we have a caller?
got a special guest? Okay. We're kind of audible. We're pulling a Tom Brady and
This is
audible.
Yes, sir.
definitely a Tom Brady.
You're on.
What's up, guys? It's Rodney.
What's up, Rodney?
Hey, what's up,
Mr.
guys?
Graham.
Oh yeah, we just got finished cutting grass before it gets dark on me here, so I wouldn't get to listen to your show here. But
You and me both.
yeah, the old Scott called and he was listening to your show there, and like I said, I forgot about it tonight. So he was telling me what you guys were talking about there about Frank's daughter and all having that trust fund for it and all, and
Oh man.
he called me up and says, hey, we don't see a better recipient this year for the Belly Buster funds from whatever we raised from our charity raffle.
Oh, dude, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey,
That's why
that's what it's about.
That's why I said, hold on. I need to put you on.
And straight up, we've met you, what,
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah, about 2 years ago down in Naples. Yep.
So I can't ask for better friends.
No,
I can't.
no
I really
way.
can't. These guys are straight up unbelievable.
Yeah.
Tough one to process right now. Wow.
Dude,
I think for the
that's-
first time on this show, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, we've tried to reach out to a couple people, different organizations and all here, trying to find somebody local. Like I said, there's hundreds of charities to give it to, the Children's Network and things like that and all. But like I said, this is just as good a cause of any.
Man, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, that's
Absolutely
next,
amazing.
that's next level. I don't know.
Yeah,
you
I
guys
don't
are
even know.
amazing.
I'm at a loss. I'll tell you, it's bringing tears to my eyes.
Like, I mean, dude, Frank was like us. You know how we get going on Facebook or talking on the phone, busting each other. Like he's
Oh,
right
yeah.
there with you. Like one of the
Yeah.
stories. So all right, I'll tell you one story. One story. It's kind of it's okay. So I think we were in the Catskills, right? And we were at that store getting firewood.
The Berkshires.
The
It was
Berkshires.
Berkshires.
Was the Berkshires? I can't remember. So we're at the Berkshires, and Frank and Kevin were the last two in the stores. I was just opening up the door, and Kevin goes, "Watch that guy. He doesn't belong within 200 feet of 100 feet of his school
Or a Chuck E. Cheese.
or Chuck E. Cheese." the lady looks at him and goes, "What?" He goes, "Well, that's my dad. He taught me everything I know." Like this lady doesn't know. There's 6 of us, 5, 6 of us coming out of this place.
Rodney, it was nonstop like you guys, constant just giving each other a hard time. And I'll tell you, we can't thank you guys enough. Frank was an avid watercraft enthusiast. Like we
I
said,
loved it.
he was up at Craig Witt's first event there in Buffalo and,
Yep.
down at Wave Days and has been to our event numerous times. He's just, just loved the watercraft, loved the community. And we're just so, it's hard for us to even process,
Well,
that it's,
the thing is too is I feel like Frank was like transitioning into a different guy
Totally,
lately.
from-
The last couple of
from
years,
meeting Nikki.
right? So like his whole life was starting to change, and then just one day, he's gone. Like it just blows my mind. Still, like I don't even know. How
Yeah,
to
yeah.
process
Like I
it.
said, that's the thing about you. You never know when your time's called. So you just gotta
That's right.
hope you're ready for it.
Dude, it's absolutely, and just so you guys know, Rodney Scott, I mean, we're Jody's done this the right way in terms of setting it up with a professional, national company that manages, programs like this.
I deal with Scott probably at least 4 times a year.
Well, at least quarterly.
At least.
It's the same.
And
with
if there's any
my
kind of
daughters.
changes going in
Yep.
any direction, he's on the phone with me.
Yep.
And he knows why. And he's already committed to me that he's going to do the same for this account for Addie to make sure that, and it's when she's 21. There was 2 different ways we could set the account up. We can either set it up as, believe it or not, still, even though she's not physically any of our daughters, we could set up as a 529 plan, but she has to use it for school.
Right.
Well, if she decides that, she doesn't want to go to school,
Right.
Maybe she wants
she's
to be
going
an
to get
electrician,
taxed heavily
like her
on
dad.
that money. So this other kind of a trust she's able to get and use for whatever she needs to when she's 21.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This phone call is so surreal. I don't even know how
Well,
to thank you
that's
guys.
why
You jumped up like it was like, what the hell is he doing? You're falling over yourself over there.
Well, he go. I don't even know what he tagged me in something, and he says, "Melvin, somebody needs to call me now." I'm like, oh shit.
The only reason I thought you would leave the room like that is over a woman. So I'm not gonna. But in all
I mean, it's pretty close.
Hey, now.
you guys.
I've seen him in a 2-piece.
I don't know. He got some good news at Naples this year, and he was ready to buy me a drink. So I was getting a little nervous.
Ooh.
You guys are just absolutely amazing. It's just such an amazing thing and gesture for you guys to do. I don't think, I think you guys understand how impactful something like this is from doing what you guys did the first year for the young girl with leukemia. And
Yeah.
I think you guys have really have a good handle on what an impact it makes in someone's life. But to do it for Frank, a member of the community and not a member of somebody that you guys have you didn't have a direct,
They never met Frank.
it's just unbelievable. I can't tell you.
I mean, even Kenny's on here. Yeah, buddy. Production and said that he was crying because Frank is.
Kenny,
Passed
thanks,
away.
man.
You know what I mean? I mean,
That
Kenny
sounds like
met
you
him
touched a
when we
lot of
were-
people.
and we're in Jersey. Remember
Yeah.
he went down there?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Frank, You're right, Rodney. He was just one of those guys. It's funny that you say that because one of the guys that we've ridden with for years up here, and he kind of transitioned back to motorcycles. He called me and he said, I saw what's happening for Frank. I saw you guys are putting a blaster together, and he said, I want to help because he was always just such a good guy to be around. He was always so friendly and he
Yeah.
was so positive. And he said, let me do something to help with this build and for all these people like you guys to get involved. It chokes me up, man. It's just incredibly generous. You guys are just amazing. I mean, I'm going to give you a big hug. You're going to be questioning my sexuality when you see me. I'm telling you right
That's
now.
all right. We question Scott's every day, so it's all right.
Okay, so it's going to get a little weird, but just to, I mean, hey, listen, as long as it's for charity, nobody can judge us. That's all
right.
I'm saying.
No. Well, you know what? And
Just
Frank
don't make eye contact.
Frank would not want us to be like,
Crying,
he would want us to be doing the same shit that we're doing right
laughing
now.
and busting balls.
Because I know he's up there doing the same thing.
Unbelievable. You guys are
really
you guys
do.
are amazing. These guys are just amazing. I'm so
That's when I got the call, or when he's telling me to call him. I thought it was like crazy something emergency something. I don't know.
I can't.
And then I was just like, he tells me, I'm like, whoa.
I can't.
You got to go on air.
I can't believe it. I'm just
So-
I'm blown away, guys.
And everybody got to know. Has to know. See, I can even talk. It's all going in a trust fund for his 9-year-old daughter.
Yeah, look,
Addie.
and I
it's everything.
like I said, the narrative with JetFest, because we got a $14,000 crash reaper, I think, honestly, in retrospect, there was a lot of jealousy, and people said, oh, we steal money from the event. The boat was in Jody's garage. We never gave it away. That we're going to safeguard this so that nobody can question where the money went. I mean, it's
What? You know what Frank would say? Who cares?
Yeah, that's exactly what he'd say. He'd say, let people.
Then he would probably grab his bicep and be like,
but it's just amazing what these guys are doing, and I don't know how we're ever going to thank you guys. I don't know what we'll ever be able to do to repay such a.
Hey,
we'll
Rodney, you know. What
Yeah,
we
there's
can do on
nothing.
this?
There's nothing to repay. Like I said, Scott and I both believe in karma. What you put out there, you're gonna get back tenfold, and hopefully it comes back our way one day. And I have a 13-year-old healthy daughter as of right now, and Scott's got 3 children of his own. 15, 16, and 18. So everyone's healthy, and that's all we can hope for.
Well, you know what we could do? You need some help behind that kitchen at Belly Buster, right?
Oh yeah, we can always use help with that thing.
You can always put Kevin in a 2-piece and an apron and help cook ribs.
All right. Well, and let's.
No, we don't want people to lose their appetite.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you. I dodged a bullet right there. Wow. Oh my goodness. I mean, dude, guys, I'm so blown away. We can't thank you enough. I mean,
no, we appreciate it, man.
It's-
More than words can even explain
it's
it.
unbelievable. I mean, I think Frank's family members, his friends, his children. I mean, they're just going to be blown away. It's just such an incredible act of kindness.
Now I understand why you were falling over everything trying to get back to the
I am
the
not.
board.
I'm too fat to be doing all that shit. We got to get rid of some of these couches.
So for we're JetFest on the back burner. We got to start talking, Belly Buster and start promoting that and seeing what we can come up with for Belly Buster. We're going to have to really kind of, see what we can see if we can pull a rabbit out of a hat. You know what I mean?
Did you ever get a hold of that contact that we talked about, Rodney?
I tried calling Friday after me and you spoke, but I think it was later in the day, and I did not.
Okay.
I have not heard back on email yet either. So I was going to try to come back this week, but it's just been
Let
hectic
me see
so
what I
far.
can
So
do with that.
that's no big deal. Like I said, if not, ain't no big issues. I was just there was a hit last year, so.
What do you guys need for the Belly Buster? What can we do to help you guys help us?
I'm gonna tell you honestly, right now, I mean, as far as donations goes for the raffle, everything's going real well. I do know if you can get your hands, I have to talk to Adam because Adam Buckler from SC Ski Riders and
Yep.
PWC Explorers. He's building the that GTX, the 01, the giveaway ski there, and it's got the brand new engine, brand new rebuilt engine in it. and
Wow.
custom paint and seat and all that kind of thing there. But he was needing 2 rave valves for that 951. I reached
Okay.
out to SBT Justin there, and he gave us the link and all. And he said they had them in stock. And I think there's $200 or something for the set. So I mean, other than
Let's
that,
buy
if you
'em.
can get a hands on those, but that's about it. Now that's all that ski needs, and it's wrapped up and ready.
Rodney, send me the
Sir.
link of what you need.
Yeah, we'll handle it. We'll take care of it. We'll
Send
consider
me
it
the
done.
link and send me the address you want it sent to.
Yeah, we'll consider it done. We'll
Done.
we'll process that tomorrow. We want
Anything
we,
else?
I mean, that's it. I mean, the Florida ski riders and Sea-Doo stepped up big this week. We've got they just sent us a ton of stuff from Sea-Doo. We've got the Link cooler for the back of the new Sea-Doos. We've got a Link fuel system or a fuel caddy, some Sea-Doo shirts, some Sea-Doo towels, hats, things like that. So that they done real well for us. That was good there. And PWC
I like-
doctor, he sent us a big bag, shirts, hats, beanies, and the Versa plugs and all. So he's done real well. Even Sam Blackwell, he had donated the goat. He's already said he got the wheels on the way for it, and the cart should be following pretty soon. So,
awesome.
All right. Well,
but as far as that goes, I think that's it. But if we get a little help on that, those little ray valves there, I think that's all that, and that'll button that ski up.
Done.
Yeah, we
send
wanna buy 'em.
me the link. I will order them tomorrow. I will have them shipped wherever you want them shipped.
Yeah, we want to
All
buy
right.
those. And
Okay, well, I'll get Adam's address and
handled.
all, and you go to him.
All right, it's handled.
guys, you
All
guys
right,
are
sounds
you,
like-
you guys are just absolutely unbelievable. We
Yeah,
can't,
we appreciate you both.
I don't even know how to thank you. Like I said,
Hey.
I mean, it's
our pleasure.
It's going to get a little weird when we're in Hartwell. I'm gonna,
Luckily, I had my headphones in. I was outside, like I said, just got finished cutting grass. I was weed eating. Scott calls me up. You listening to the show? It's like, no, crap. I forgot it was Wednesday. And I'm trying. It's getting dark. I'm just trying to get the grass cut. He told me what was the guys were all talking about. I said, that's what we should donate to this year. I was like, okay, sounds great to me.
oh, guys, I mean that is
Guys, we have the same mentality.
you guys are just absolutely
It's just
amazing.
it's a very odd that you can meet people.
As
Well,
adults.
You were in Massachusetts. We had the Mandelecks in Connecticut. We have these guys in the Carolinas,
Yeah.
and
It's amazing as
we've just been,
I-
the
I-
friendship that has come over a crazy hobby like watercraft.
connection. Yeah,
It's just
But,
insane.
unbelievable.
honestly, good or bad, we've met a shit ton of people.
Yeah, but
A
these
lot of
di-
good people.
But there's
Like, seriously.
guys that stand out like the Carolina Watercraft Club guys. I mean, you guys don't have to do this. You could
No.
have done something locally to a regional entity, and for you guys to just say, hey, here's somebody that within the community who had a connection to people that we're friendly with. It's just absolutely amazing. And like I said, I don't know what or how we can do to possibly thank you guys, but we have to think of something because it's just amazing what you're doing, and I'm just blown away. Like I said, for the first time, I'm speechless. It's unbelievable.
It don't happen often.
No, never
Amazing.
does.
That's what he said. Me and Scott's already made plans. Like I said, we hadn't got the rooms or anything like that yet, but we're coming up to Jet Fest this year. We've been trying to get spare for the past 2 years, and the first year was coming up when the hurricane hit the coast here, and then
Yep.
of course then all the COVID crap from last year. So hopefully get up there and get to ride with you guys this year.
Oh, we really hope
That's the
so.
plan.
I mean, we really hope so. I mean, but we're 100% for Hartwell.
Yeah, just so you know, some of the Frank's Flam, yeah, I can't even talk. Family is on,
Oh, they're watching the show.
watching.
Yeah,
so they're definitely hearing everything that we're chatting about.
yeah, like I said, and you guys, I mean, like Mel just said, I mean, this is also so raw for all of us connected with Frank, and a lot
I mean,
of his
we were
family.
just about to do another weekend. Well, one of these days with this damn COVID stuff, and when we get together in a weekend, we waste a lot of alcohol. And Jody's wife makes us chili
Oh,
and
it's
bread,
ridiculous.
and we go nuts.
But
All the good stuff to soak all that alcohol up.
Exactly.
We play cards. We play what was it? Asshole.
Asshole.
For hours, and these guys cheat like a mullet.
I can't tell you. Unfortunately, at Cowshit Cabin 3, it was our friend Bob that was
Yep.
he was just constantly the asshole.
What?
And at And the Berkshires, it was Frank.
And the fun,
Frank wanted to kill us all.
well, wait, I don't want to bore these guys, but we got to tell them quickly. We're playing the drinking game, asshole, and just really quickly, everyone was cheating, and we all knew, and we were passing each other cards under the table.
It's
but
like-
two people didn't know. Frank, who we lost, and Jody's nephew Matt, and they got so mad when they figured out that we were cheating.
Well, hold on. The way they figured it out is Mike Mandelax. We're playing with blue and white cards.
He throws
Next
the
thing you
red
know,
one.
Mike goes to the bathroom and he comes out with red and white cards.
It was so bad. It was so bad. But you know what?
He's like, "You guys are cheating."
It was unbelievable. But you know what we're saying
That's
is
hilarious.
a lot of Frank's family members were unaware. We didn't know them, and they became they became aware of Watercraft Network this week, and a lot of them are watching the show. And I'm sure we're going to get inundated with messages and phone calls, and they're going to be blown away at your generosity. And I would tell all of them listening now to go to Carolina Watercraft Club. It's one word. The Belly Buster is we'll just it's a charity based event at a major national tour stop. So there's a recreational ride in conjunction with racing, and Scott and Rodney, who are on the phone with us now from Carolina Watercraft Club, really conceptualized this event, and they actually host a ride and then a barbecue where how many ribs do you guys do? What is it?
About 600 pounds.
So they cook up about 600 pounds of ribs and feed everybody and generate money through a raffle where they're raffling off a Sea-Doo Watercraft in conjunction with a whole host of partners down in their area. And for guys who have worked so hard over the past couple of years to establish an event and literally put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, to again reach out to us and donate to Frank is it's so hard for me to process right now. You know what I mean? It's hard to wrap your head around the degree of generosity, you guys. I mean, I can't tell you what it means to us, what it means to his family. It's like I said, it's bringing tears to my eyes. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
And if you haven't been to the Belly Buster, you have to go to the Belly Buster.
Gotta go. I mean,
That ride is absolutely amazing. I mean, it was me, Shelby, Matt, Krista, Scott, Rodney, James went, and there was two. Well, hold it. There was like 15 other people that joined in as we kept going further and further up the lake.
Yeah.
But it was just it was amazing, that ride.
Well, that's one big ass lake.
you guys
So
are just
better know where you're going.
you guys are
Yeah,
unbelievable.
definitely.
You guys are absolutely
We
amazing.
do appreciate it.
We
I understand.
We're blown
Thanks, Ed.
away. We just can't thank you enough. I mean, caught me off guard so much.
It caught us both off guard on that one.
Guys, it's unbelievable. Thank you so much. It's amazing what you're doing, and Frank would be so appreciative that Frank loved skis. You got to understand, not just one. I mean, he loved stand-ups, sit-downs. He had Sparks, he had Blasters, he had GTIs. He was like us, like you guys, like us. He loved all watercraft, and he would be so just humbled to know that you guys are doing this for his daughter. He would be so grateful. He'd give you a big bear hug and probably crack 3 of your ribs because he was in the
I would
gym
say, he looked
every
like a
day.
big fella there. I was watching your video that you posted up for Jet Fest today, and I was like, it's like his biceps was the size of my head. So
Oh yeah, he'd give you a bear hug, and it would literally hurt for.
He
a
spent a
couple
lot
days.
of time in the gym.
Yeah, but he would be so incredibly humbled and grateful that you guys are doing this for his daughter.
Actually, that big forehead of his, it would be beet red.
I mean, there'd be tears in his eyes. I mean, he would be, big tough guy. Would be, really, just struck with such raw emotion like we are. And I can't thank you guys enough. It's just absolutely amazing.
yeah, like I said, it's our pleasure to do this. Like I said, to help somebody out like that, and like I said, our condolences go out to the families, and we know kind of what they're going through. So because we've all lost someone near and dear close to us. So
Yep.
Guys, unbelievable.
Even Kenny said, "Hey, gonna need the info for my show tomorrow. We're gonna donate to Frank. I got
Kenny,
tons of pics. I'll put something together for the show tomorrow." So
we'll get a hold
you-
of Kenny.
Kevin will get a hold of you.
Yeah, like I said, these trivial rivalries and stupid bullshit that's come up between people, it doesn't matter in the long run. What's gotten
It
wrong
doesn't.
here? Yeah, what you guys are like the catalyst for kind of probably breaking down some barriers and silos, and we just can't thank you enough for what you're doing. It's like I said, it's
It's amazing.
So,
unbelievable,
well, we appreciate it, man.
Hey,
unbelievable.
like I said, you're more than welcome. Like I said, hope we can generate a ton of money for her. So,
Yeah,
Man, you guys, unreal.
It'll
Can't
be
thank
awesome.
you enough.
We'll
all right,
toast
gentlemen,
when
y'all
we
have
get
a good
down to-
evening.
Yes, sir. You
we'll
too.
toast when we get down to
All right.
Hartwell.
All right. See ya.
All right,
Later.
buddy.
Wow, dude, I am like
I-
I'm blown
I wasn't
away.
ready for that.
I'm blown away. Literally bringing tears to my eyes. Absolutely amazing.
Good thing you're wearing them bombers.
Ooh, I'm telling you, wow, this unbelievable. You know, to hear from Kenny, to hear from the Carolina Watercraft guys. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, you know, we're gonna wrap this up. This has been way too emotional. I don't want to cry like a little baby on here. A lot of love going out to Liquid Molly, WSM Performance Parts, Watercraft Superstore, Bomber. You know, everybody who's supported the show, everybody who's gonna, you know, jump in and support the Belly Buster and Jeff Fest. We can't thank you enough. Absolutely amazing. We're back next Wednesday.
Have a good week.